New crisis hits England, millions threaten bankruptcy. A new crisis emerged in England. After the increase in the cost of living due to inflation and the threat of recession, the country is now threatened with a mortgage crisis. This comes after the Bank of England, BoE, continued to raise interest rates and trigger higher mortgage payments. The BoE last week raised interest rates by 50 basis points to 5%, a bigger increase than many market participants had expected, the 13th straight and the highest level since 2008. This move will affect millions of homeowners as mortgage rates in the UK are directly linked to the central bank's base rate. Tenants are also likely to see their payments increase as landlords, who, on average, take out credit to pay for their property, experience rising settlement costs. Research by the National Institute of Economic and Social Research estimates that the BoE's latest rate hike will cause 1.2 million UK households, 4% of national households, to run out of savings by the end of the year due to higher mortgage payments. That would bring the proportion of households that are bankrupt to almost 30%, about 7.8 million. An increase in interest rates to 5% will push millions of households with mortgages to the brink of bankruptcy. Max Mosley, an economist at NISR, told CNBC International, published Tuesday, June 27, 2023. No lender expects households to withstand shocks of this magnitude, so either should governments. He added, revealing the biggest impact would be in Wales and North East England. Earlier, UK Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt on Friday met with major banks and building societies to discuss the country's deepening mortgage crisis. Hunt said Friday that 3 acts had been agreed with banks, mortgage lenders and the Financial Conduct Authority. The move is like a temporary change to mortgage terms and a promise that credit scores won't be affected by negotiations with lenders. The minister also said that for those at risk of losing their homes, lenders agreed to a 12-month grace period before any repossession without approval. These steps should offer comfort to those worried about high interest rates and support to those experiencing difficulties, Hunt said. We will not be daunted in our resolve because we know that removing high inflation from our economy is the only way we can ultimately reduce the pressure on family and business finances. He added. Rachel Reeves, shadow finance minister for the opposition Labour Party, criticized what she described as the government's chaotic approach to the mortgage crisis. Moreover, many KPR issues arrive ahead of the 2024 elections. Unlike this government, Labour will not stand idly by as millions face the mortgage debacle concocted by the Tories, Conservative Party, on Downing Street. Reeves said via Twitter on Thursday. On the other hand, British Prime Minister, PM, Rishi Sunak admitted shortly after the rate hike, the government's mission to have inflation to 5% by the end of the year has become more difficult. But it is important. I've always said it's going to be difficult. And it's definitely gotten harder over the last few months. But it's important that we do it, said Sunak, at the Times CEO Summit. The government will stay firm on its path and stick to its plan. He added, BoE Governor Andrew Bailey said Thursday's rate hike was necessary to continue the fight against sky-high inflation. Official figures published showed annualized inflation rose 8.7% in May, exceeding expectations. We know it's difficult. A lot of people with mortgages or loans are going to be very concerned about what this means for them, said Bailey. But if we don't raise interest now, it could get worse later, he said.